Hello. Good morning, fellow Toastmaster and guests. A warm welcome to meeting number 243 of the Gabbys Toastmaster Club. I am Toastmaster Prasang, your Sergeant at Arms for the today meeting. As Sergeant at Arms, it is my duty to highlight some key points. First, the meeting is blocked with 2 hours, urging you to stay for the entire duration to get the maximum benefit. Second, your video should be on, your audio should be off. Only unmute yourself when you need to speak or call to speak. Third, regarding the topic of sex, religion, and politics, even though Toastmaster International does not put any restriction, but at the Gabbys Toastmaster Club, we request all the speakers and role takers to be mindful while speaking on these topics and abstain from creating any controversies. Our club mission is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Now, let me give you info about the speaking area. So when you are speaking, especially for the offline member, so when you're speaking, make sure you don't go outside the board. Right? So you can go front and back, but not outside the board. So that's for the offline audience. Now, let me hand over the stage to the today presiding officer, DTM Sourav Dutta. Before I do so, let me introduce the DTM Sourav Dutta. DTM Sourav Dutta is a 2-time distinguished Toastmasters who has completed all 11 paths in Toastmaster pathways, has multiple wins at district division and area contest, multiple accolades, outstanding Toastmaster and master mentor, a former director at SP, Target, JCPenney. He brings over 20 years of leadership in analytics. He is now a social entrepreneur who now leads Practice, a consulting startup he co-founded in 2020, focused on training, employability, business growth for students. MSME, non-profit and women entrepreneur. At his core, he is proud father to a 10-year-old daughter, a budding cricketer who fuels his passion for learning, leading and lifting others. So let's welcome our presiding officer, DTM Sourav Dutta, with a round of applause.
Hello. Am I audible? Hello.
Yes, you are audible. Sorry.
Hello. That is audible, right? Good morning, everyone.
Morning, sir.
Can we have a good morning from the online audience as well, so that I'm sure that you are there and you are listening to me?
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Thank you so much. A warm welcome to the meeting number 244 of the Gabbys Toastmasters Club. I hereby declare the meeting to order. So today we have one guest I see in person. Is there anyone online as a guest? Okay.
Yeah.
So I see there is one guest online, Sumit Sukumaran. So Sumit, if you can please quickly introduce yourself. How did you know about our meeting, and are you a Toastmaster? Are you a guest? Tell us a little bit about yourself in 30 seconds, please.
Sure. Thank you so much. So I've been kind of planning to. It's been a while. I was thinking about join Toastmasters Club, and For some reason, this was kind of getting dragged for months or years, I would say. So finally, I decided like I should kind of join as a guest in some of the groups and see how it can personally and professionally help me in terms of my public speaking journey, right? Just to give you a background, I'm a chartered accountant. I'm currently working in an IT company in Bangalore. Um, I grew up in Delhi, and it's been 3 years I've been settled in Bangalore. And yeah, looking forward for an insightful and a self improvement journey from here. That's all about me. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sumit, and I'm hoping that you will join us very soon as a member as well. Thank you and welcome to our meeting as a guest. Now let me invite another guest we have in person. Please, can you please come on the stage? So you have to bring it a little closer.
Hello.
Bring it closer.
This is my third guest speaking Toastmaster. I study in the IIT Bangalore. I'm currently in Bangalore for the weekend.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I hear there is one more guest online. Prasad. Mr. Prasad, would you want to quickly introduce yourself? Are you a guest?
Hi.
Are you a Toastmaster?
Yeah, I'm a Toastmaster. I am a Banjara Hills Toastmaster Club, which is in Hyderabad. It's a new club we just started 6 months back. I mean, got chartered. So I'm the president there, and I'm a finance graduate working with Dr. Reddy Labs.
Lovely. Thank you so much, Mr. Prasad, for Toastmaster Prasad. Sorry for joining us. And I would love to extend an invitation on behalf of the Gabbys Toastmasters Club to all the members of the Banjara Hills Toastmasters Club to join our meetings. And please do send us your invite. We would love to join your meetings as well if these are online, because our members are spread across. We actually have a few members in Hyderabad as well. So if you send me the meeting details to our VP Education, Distinguished Toastmaster Nancy Goel, then we will be able to connect our members to you so they can also attend your meetings as guests online or in person, whatever suits you, sir. And with this, let me get started with the meeting agenda today. So as you can see, there's some new stuff, new gadgets, and all that we have got. You know, in the Gabbys meeting today, we have got speakers. It is very easy for us to assume that this is a bit of a show off, this is a bit of flaunting, but I'll tell you it's not. Last year, I went all the way up to the district contest in international speech contest. I won at the club level, I won at the area level, I won at the division level, and then I lost very badly at the district level. I didn't come in the top 3. I'm not sure even if I have come in the top 5. So what happened when I went back and retrospected? I asked a few people, and then finally I asked the chief judge, can you give me some reflections on what happened? He said, not as a chief judge, because I'm not supposed to share any feedback, but as a friend, as a fellow Toastmaster, I can tell you what would have possibly gone wrong. Because quite a few people, that may or may not include judges, I won't be able to tell you, told me that, you know, when you use the microphone, you were shouting a lot, and you literally screamed into our ears. And we found it extremely disturbing. Your speech hurt us, not emotionally, but audibly. And that was a wake-up call for me that, you know, sometimes our speech is good, we are ready, but we don't know how to use the gadgets, the technology, and we fall behind. Any of you here who has been through that problem? Where you know the skills, you know what you need to do, but you did not know the technology and the technology came in the way of your performance, right? And that is what we wanted to take care of. While coming today morning, Nancy and I we were having a very serious conversation that in the Gabbys, we want to build a culture of serious public speaking. We don't have anything against people who just want to come here and socialize, have a good time. The doors are open for everyone. But every club has an identity, every club has a focus. And our focus is meaningful and purposeful public speaking. Public speaking that helps you build your personal identity, your professional identity, which helps you get the promotion that you're looking for, which helps you get the job that you're looking for, which helps you clear your visa interview, which helps you become a keynote speaker, which helps you become an influential speaker, a motivational speaker, which helps you strike a conversation with your friends and family in parties, which helps you not be left out in a social gathering because you're too shy to walk up to someone and say, hi, hello, how are you doing? Where are you from? We want public speaking to be something taken very seriously because it is serious. One of the most startling revelations that I've had recently is that if we provide a platform like Toastmaster, if we democratize it more, if we make it more popular, we can prevent several age-related disorders like dementia, Parkinson's disease, which can be prevented just by giving an opportunity to people for talking. And I validated this with psychologists and psychiatrists that I know, my clients. And they said, yes, it's a fact. If people can as much as get a chance to speak to someone in 5 minutes in a day, it can solve a lot of the problems in terms of Parkinson's disease and dementia kind of problems. Empty nesters who deal with this problem, this is a great solution to that. So if you know someone, your friends, family, neighbors, 60, 70, 80, 90-year-old people, struggling with loneliness, struggling with absence, please do them a favor and direct them to a Toastmaster club. It can be Gabbys, it can be anywhere you feel like. But please do give them that opportunity to speak because it is a real problem. Very serious stuff. So we need to lighten things up. And how do we do that at the Gabbys? By calling someone who will crack a bad joke. In the Gabbys, the pressure is not on the performer to make us laugh. The pressure is on us to laugh because we know that the joke will not be laughable, but we will still try to do our best. And with that kind of expectation setting, let me call on stage our joke master for today, Toastmaster Rahul. Over to you, Rahul. This is correct. Huh? This is correct. Yeah, it's already connected. Okay. Center stage or the portal?
Am I audible to everyone? Oh, not the offline audience. Offline as well.
Yes, you're
Audible?
audible.
Yes,
You're
you're
audible, yeah.
All right. Okay, thanks for the check. How's everyone doing here? Good? Okay. That's a tough act to follow, presiding officer. All the serious talk and you're like, here's Rahul. He's going to crack some jokes. Right after, it's so much of facts. Okay, everyone just chill, relax. Toastmasters is not that serious. I know that our presiding officer has a lot of built-up anger that no one is showing up, but you can relax for the next 5 minutes. It's okay. It's okay to take things a little bit chill, have fun. So, as you could see, I've been growing out my hair. Like, when I decided to do this, my thoughts was I would look like, have you guys seen Johnny Depp? Like how he looks fabulous in his long hair. I look like Captain Jack Sparrow. Not even the proper one, like the broke kind of version of Captain Jack Sparrow. Oh, wow. I was just thinking, like I was growing all this long hair and I was at this marriage function and I got to see all my cousins and relatives. The first question they asked me, when are you getting married? I was like, wow, is it the first thing you can ask me? When are you going to get married? And also, there was this drunk uncle who came up to me. I didn't even know this. He was like, do you know me? Do you know me? I said, no. And the first thing he also asked me is like, when are you going to get married? I was like, I don't even know you. Why should I even answer you of getting married? In that aspect of marriage, my dad has been very supportive towards me. In the beginning, like typical dads, he also used to like keep asking me these questions. But the more he asked me such questions, the more he didn't see me in the house. It became to such a level that one day he looked at me, he's like, are you living in the same house as me? I told him, like, you need to stop asking me such questions. But apart from that, I've been thinking like, okay, so here's a topic which I was like going towards. I'm guessing all of you guys are aware of the new GST reforms and all the, everyone is happy, right? We get lower tax and all that. Except for one small thing. They revised the tax to 40% for any bike CC above 350, 350 CC above is gone to 40 CC. They put that in the same category as an aircraft and a luxury car. Do you honestly think, given our roads, given the way it is, our bikes can perform to aircraft? Anything above 350? I was planning to get a boat. The way the things are going over here, I don't think I need a bike. I think they need to lower taxes on the boat and start giving us free boats the way things are going. With that being said, I would like to hand over my next stage to our presiding officer itself. And back to serious stuff, guys. Thank you.
Back to serious stuff. Good. Thank you so much, Rahul. So I have one more guest in the room, but we will take his introduction towards the end of the meeting, sir. Okay. So we'll have plenty of opportunity to converse during the course of the meeting. I would also want to acknowledge that we have got several new members who have joined us at the Gabbys. So we have Toastmaster Amit Gupta. Is Amit there in the meeting?
No. Yeah.
Okay. If any of these people are there, just let me know. I will invite them.
Swati.
Toastmaster Swati Gupta. Swati is a returning Toastmaster and she chose the Gabbys to come back to Toastmasters. So Swati, very quickly, 10 seconds, 15 seconds. What brought you to the Gabbys?
So I was looking for some hybrid Toastmasters club because I was previously into Cargill. Can you guys hear me?
Yes,
Hello,
we can.
everyone. Yeah.
Yes.
So previously I was part of Toastmasters, but somehow I was missing it a lot. And one of my previous colleague told me like Gabbys is a good platform to work towards your improving towards your communication skills. So I just joined it. Yeah. Thanks, Sourav, for the welcome. Yeah.
Thank you so much. We also had Toastmaster Prapurna, AVLS. I don't know if she's there. She's not there, right? I would also want to welcome Toastmaster Jitendra Rulania, who was an ex-member of the Gabbys, is coming back to the Gabbys. Same with Toastmaster Rahul Swami, an ex-member of the Gabbys, coming back to the Gabbys. So welcome all of you to the Gabbys Toastmasters Club. People who are joining us new, welcome to the Gabbys. People who are coming back to the Gabbys, welcome back to the Gabbys. And talking about welcoming people back to the Gabbys, I have the pleasure of now welcoming someone who has been arguably one of the best essays to start a meeting. We always keep on saying that the role of the essay had so much into it. That is something that we only got to know once this person took the role of essay. She lightens up the entire meeting. She lightens up the mood. She brightens up the room. And very rarely have I seen her being said, "You are low on energy." She's always pumping with energy. She's always high on energy. And you'll see why I say that. Please welcome our Toastmaster of the day for today, Toastmaster Ritu George, a yoga instructor, an image consultant, a trainer. Welcome. You would want this, or you would want the hand?
I have something.
You need both.
This
Yeah, this is for this one.
for this one. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Am I audible?
Yes,
Is it
you are.
audible online?
Yes, yes.
One more.
This one you keep closer to your,
This one?
the other one.
Oh, yeah. Is this better?
Yes.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Thank you for that lovely introduction. Toast presiding officer, distinct Sourav. That puts a lot of pressure on me going forward. Very good morning to all my fellow Toastmasters and guests. It is my pleasure to serve as Toastmaster of the day today. What are tongue twisters? Tongue twisters are specific sequence of words and sounds, typically of an alliterative kind, that are difficult to pronounce quickly and correctly. For decades, people around the world have been getting their tongues in knots, having a hearty laugh, and improving their speaking ability with a good old tongue twister. For example, the world famous Peter Piper tongue twister, everybody's aware of it, first appeared in print sometime in the year 1813 in a book called Peter Piper's Practical Principles of Plain and Perfect Pronunciation. Phew, tongue twister in itself. Tongue twisters don't make a lot of sense. Filled with in many ways. As physical exercise is for your body, tongue twisters are for your vocal cords. The more you practice, the better you get at them. Did you know that tongue twisters are used by actors before a representation, politicians before a speech, and even by news anchors before they go live? I'm going to share a few relevant points about tongue twisters as we go along today, so you can realize how you can effectively use them in your public speaking skills. Reason 1, tongue twisters stretch out the muscles and strengthen them so that one is able to produce different sounds clearly. Although tongue twisters were made for amusement, professional speakers use them for articulation exercises. People who practice tongue twisters have the clearest speech. Trying to make a point here. Can I invite a volunteer at this point for a fun, entertaining round of tongue twisters? Anybody? Let's have you. Yeah, you. So recently I saw a web series called We Crashed. And in that, the lead actress, Anne Hathaway, I saw her before going into a speech, repeating a tongue twister many times. I'm going to bring that one up. It caught my attention and I think you'll enjoy it. It's a proper pot of coffee in a proper coffee pot. Would you like to hold this? A proper pot of coffee in a copper coffee pot. I want you to repeat it 3 times without a break. Do your best. All the best. Go on.
A proper pot of coffee in a copper coffee pot. A proper pot of coffee in a copper
coffee pot, a proper pot of coffee in a copper coffee pot.
Fabulous. Round of applause. Thank you. A proper pot of coffee in a copper cup. We need to say it a little more faster, and it will open up your tongue-tiedness. The second reason, they help us improve your pronunciation. Why don't I have you here, and let's have one more tongue twister. Not three. It is red lorry, yellow lorry. Go for it.
Red lorry, yellow lorry. Red lorry, yellow lorry. Red lorry, yellow lorry. Red lorry, yellow lorry. Red lorry, yellow lorry.
Absolutely fabulous. Give it a round of applause. Moving on, let me share the flow of the meeting. I have extra mics. The meeting is divided in 3 segments: prepared speeches to refine your public speaking skills, unprepared speech segment or table topics to enhance your impromptu speaking abilities, and finally, the evaluations segment or the feedback segment, which will help us grow in this journey of public speaking. Now I'd like to call upon the general evaluator for the meeting, Toastmaster Sravan, to explain his role and introduce his TAGL team to us and their respective roles. An experienced IT professional specializing in regulatory compliance and IT systems governance, he has been an active member of Toastmasters International for over 3 years, having served as club president and immediate past president of the TCS Maitri Toastmasters Club in Pune. He plays flute and violin, currently pursuing a master's in yoga, with a deep interest in human and animal behavioral psychology. General Evaluator Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ritu, for introducing me. Fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests, a happy morning. A happy morning to all of you. Can I expect any response from you?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We have been evaluating since childhood, isn't it? In school, we were evaluated with exams. In college is the same thing. And in office also, we keep on evaluating periodically. Evaluation is part and parcel of our daily life. But why do we need to evaluate first? The evaluation needs a judgment by other person. I always feel it's very bad when evaluating. I always feel, how can I judge other person? So whether it is right or wrong, I should not judge it. But in Toastmasters, we keep on evaluating the speeches and role players and the meeting parameters, everything. Fellow Toastmasters, as a general evaluator for today, it is my duty to evaluate the all quality parameters of the meeting. To do that, I have a team. Typically, I evaluate on 4 parameters. One is time, how much time you took as a role player, as a speaker. And the second parameter is grammar, how you used the grammar, how good your speech at grammar. And the third parameter is your fillers in your speech. And the fourth parameter is how effectively you can listen. So to do these parameters evaluation, I have a team who can help me to submit my report at the end of this meeting. Let me introduce the first role player for today is timer. Let me introduce the timer for today. Toastmaster Swati is the timer for today. A chartered accountant by profession, an artist by heart, who is a new member of Gabbys Toastmasters Club. I request Toastmaster Swati to introduce the timer role. Toastmaster Swati, Stage is yours. Toastmaster Swati, are you there?
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Sorry for yeah. So I'll be taking up the timer role. Okay. You guys can hear me?
Yes, we can.
Sure. So I'll be taking up the timer role today, and I'll be showing the green card when the speech is 5 minutes, and a yellow card when it crosses 5 minutes and 30 seconds, and a red card when it reaches 6 minutes for the speakers. There aren't any icebreaker speeches today, right? Yeah. And for general evaluation, for the evaluators, I'll be showing a green card when it's 2 minutes, and when it becomes 2:30, I'll be showing a yellow card and a red card when it crosses 3 minutes.
Toastmaster Swati?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you just show the cards, flip the cards?
Yeah, sure. Just
Toastmaster Swati is taking this role, I think, first time in our club. She just recently
yeah,
joined.
yeah.
Yeah. No,
So
no worries. Relax.
I'm not able to share the cards over the screen because it seems host has disabled the attendees screen sharing.
But it, okay. Can you show something like any red color card or any
Sure,
object?
yeah,
Try
sure.
to show. Right.
Are you able to see my screen now?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. We can see the yellow card. Can you flip? Green card. All right. Just check the red card also.
Sure. Yeah.
Ensure the cards are visible to all the role players and speakers.
Sure.
Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Swati, for introducing the timer role for today. Next, we have language evaluator who is working for a French bank and a graduate and who is a fitness enthusiast. She's also recently joined the Gabbys Toastmasters Club. I request Toastmaster Deepa to introduce her role as a language evaluator that covers grammarian and our counter role. Toastmaster Deepa, are you there?
Yes, I am here. Sorry, I'm traveling, so not on the video. But thank you so much, General Evaluator, and good morning to everyone. As a language evaluator, firstly, English has always been an alien language to me. I've been talking about it for a really long time. I'm myself here to learn about this language from everybody who are tenured speakers. Nevertheless, as language evaluator, one thing that I would like to say is English language is a very funny language. If spoken well, it leaves a very positive impact. And if not spoken well, then even a scheduled date can even get cancelled. But here in Gabbys, we welcome everybody to make errors and to learn from the best. So I request everyone to make as much grammatical usage as possible, and to lessen the incorrect usage of the English language. And as the language evaluator, I have to introduce the word of the day, which is congenial. It's the opposite of obnoxious. Obnoxious means unpleasant, and congenial, which is the word of the day, it means pleasant. The usage can go something like this. First example, I like the congenial atmosphere of Gabbys Toastmasters Club. The second example, I like the congenial nature of DTM Nancy Goel. And every time anybody uses the word of the day, congenial, which means pleasant, I request everyone to kindly encourage them by giving thumbs up. And as an R counter for the day, I am going to make note of the filler sounds, filler words. It's okay to use the filler sounds and the repetitive words, but as long as it makes sense to the entire sentence and curates your speech to a better level. But if it hampers the effectiveness of your speech, that's when I'm going to make a note of it. And at the end of the meeting, I will come back with my report when the GE calls me. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepa. You have presented the role objectives in a congenial way. Next, we have a listener. Today's listener is someone, an IT graduate who is a techie and fitness enthusiast, who is none other than our beloved Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Prasang.
Yeah, thanks, General Evaluator Sravan. Okay. Sravan. So, hello everyone. I'm playing the role of listener in today's meeting. And as listener, it is my responsibility to kind of listen the whole meeting. And based on that, I will draft few short questions, which I will ask at the end at the end of the meeting. That will also make sure that how many people are listening to the meeting and how many people are kind of watching on their phone. So please no, don't look at your phone. Listen to the speaker. That will encourage the speaker, and that will also make you a good listener. And I'm going to test your listening skill at the end of the meeting. Over to you.
So that's my team for today, who is going to evaluate this entire meeting on quality parameters of this meeting. So with that, I would like to conclude the general evaluation introduction section. I'll be back with my complete report when called upon. Thank you, and I would like to hand over the stage back to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ritu.
Thank you. Thank you, General Evaluator, for introducing your role. Am I audible? To the online attendees as well?
Yes.
Thank you, General Evaluator, for explaining your role and your team's role in a very concise and precise manner. Third reason why are tongue twisters interesting and useful? They are difficult because of their unusual word composition, the way the sentence is structured. Therefore, they require a high level of concentration. In other words, help improve your concentration and listening skills. Would someone online like to step up at this point to take on a challenge? Anybody online? Nancy, if you could guide me. If anybody's raising their hand.
Sure, I can. Ashwini this side. But you would have to give me the sentence in the chat because your voice is lagging, so I can't hear you clearly.
Okay, so while she types it in the chat, Michael, okay, let's go with Michael. Michael, I'm going to give you, it's a tongue twister, clearly.
Okay.
I'm going to have Nancy type it in the chat box, but I want you to go at good speed 3 times. Let's try. 9, nice, night, nurses, nursing, nicely. 9, night, nice, 9, nice, night, nurses, nursing, nicely. 9, nice, night, nurses, nursing, nicely. Go for it, Michael.
9 nice night nurses nursing nicely. 9 nice night nurses nursing nicely. 9 nice night nurses nursing nicely. 9 nice night.
That's great. Well done. Thank you. With that, let's begin the first segment, the prepared speeches. I'd like to introduce the first speaker for today, Toastmaster Micheal Joshuva. He is the founder and CEO of Josh Cybersecurity. With over 14 years of experience in cybersecurity, Micheal has protected businesses in leading roles at Infosys, Wipro, and EY. Now, through his company, he helps organizations secure their digital assets. Micheal is here to refine his public speaking skills, share his journey, and learn from this vibrant community. He's attempting L1P2 from Presentation Mastery. Project is writing a speech with purpose. Timer, please note the speech is for 5 to 7 minutes. Speaker 1, Toastmaster Micheal, you are the hero in your life. You are the hero in your life, Toastmaster Micheal.
Hello everyone. How many of you like superheroes in your life? Can anyone raise your hands? No one likes superheroes? Yeah, I could see some people over there. Okay. So how many of us imagine ourselves as superheroes like a Batman or Superman, Wonder Woman in such a way? What if I tell you that you are the ones, when you look at the mirror, someone will staring at you back. That's the person you are. Hello, you are the superhero in your life. Good morning, Toastmasters and guests. My name is Micheal Joshua. I'm going to deliver the topic that you are the hero in your life. Back to my college, when I completed my engineering. What happened? At the end of the last day, I had I haven't had medals or maybe the lot of offer letters. The only thing I had is 23 arrears. I was walked away with that. My principal is a contingent person here. He's told me that I will not get my degree. But what I took another 2 more years to complete all my arrears. That was an extended warranty for me because those 2 years only I found my passion about cybersecurity. Without that, I would go for any other jobs. So instead of 4 years, I had 6 years to complete my Bachelor of Engineering. Or after that, I started to looking for a job in cybersecurity. What happened, lot of companies hesitate to hire me because I do have a gap for 2 years. But I was very clear. I have to go to the cybersecurity job only. So I started to looking for any institute. So those who teach ethical hacking. I found one institute, very nice institute. I went, I paid 30K. So once I came back from that institute, I thought that from tomorrow onwards, I'll be the ethical hacker. I was a lot of dreams. The next year when I went, I saw the institute was closed. I thought maybe that's someone might not come. The day 2 I went, it was closed. When I tried to reach them, no one has attended. What's the result? I was part of that scam. They have closed that institute, went away. But that didn't shatter my dreams. I just looked for another institutes. Now I just more conscious that should be the real one. So I went there, I joined after 3 months. So when the day I joined, they said they'll be assured me for a job in cybersecurity. I paid money and then I started. The first week completed, second week started. Still that trainer goes in a networking concept. So I thought, I just asked the trainer, so when will you start the ethical hacking? He replied me that, Micheal, that's a sin. You should not do that. I was shocked. I told him that, see, I joined for ethical hacking, not for networking courses. Again, the thing is like he didn't know about ethical hacking. So I was really frustrated. I thought that I have to find some other way. Okay, so I started looking for colleges. So colleges will be the correct option for me to get a job. Then I just grabbed a seat in SRM University for a Master's Information Security and Cyber Forensics. First year went very well. Second year started. I have a lot of dreams there. Okay, I'll get a job this time. You know, there is a bulk recruitment coming up in the second year, like TCS, Infosys, and then CTS. They'll come for a 3,000 to 5,000 bulk recruitment. I thought definitely I'll get a job. But when it comes to reality, I'm the first person in my class not eligible for the interview because in my BTech, I had only the 58%. So that everyone went, I was blocked. But that doesn't stop me again. I tried for multiple companies again and again. This block coming up behind me. I applied for internship for around 265 companies. I am the highest in my class. Everyone rejected. The 264th company responded me with the internship offer. They're ready to work ahead. I was literally surprised and came to the professor and told him that, sir, I got an internship offer letter. He just saw that and told me that, no, Micheal, we only allow only for the reputed companies, not for this kind of companies. And later, what I did, okay, that has been rejected. Then I moved ahead. Again, I attended multiple times. Finally, I got a job at the end of my semester in Infosys. So here I see a lot of blocks to get into cybersecurity. I don't know how many people it's easy for them, but for me, it took 4 years to achieve my passion. Now, superheroes, what they do? They just do the problems what they have in front of us. So I saw a lot of things. So I am the real hero in my life. Similarly, you will see that you are the real hero in your life as well. Whatever problems comes into face, you have to face it. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmasters.
Oh, it didn't go? A huge round of applause for Toastmaster Micheal. Let's move on to the next speech. Speaker number 2, Malathi Ponniah. TM Malathi is working as a solution architect. In personal life, she's married and blessed with twin children. They are currently in 11th grade. She's looking forward to learn from this program and improve her public speaking skills. She's attempting her icebreaker, L1P1 from Presentation Mastery. Timer, please note, the speech is from 4 to 6 minutes. Toastmaster Malathi, a journey rooted in values. A journey rooted in values. Toastmaster Malathi.
Growing up in a home of open doors and warm hearts shaped who I am today. Our house was never quiet or empty. It was always filled with laughter of siblings, the chatter of relatives, and the comforting presence of friends and neighbors who dropped by at all hours. In our family, hospitality wasn't just a tradition, it was a way of life. taught and lived by my parents every single day. Good evening, good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My name is Malathi, and I come from a small, humble town called Tirunelveli in Tamil Nadu. I am one of 7 children. Yes, 7. Born to an incredibly loving and principled set of parents. My father was a treasury officer, an honest man with a sharp mind and soft heart. He was the go-to person for anyone who needed guidance. Whether it was help with a government issue or just someone to listen, our home was always open. Not just for us, but for relatives, friends, villagers, and sometimes even strangers. My mother, a wonderful homemaker, was his equal in every way. No matter who walked through our doors or what time it was, they were always welcomed and taken care of wholeheartedly. Growing up in such an environment, I learned 2 very important lessons early on. Be truthful and be compassionate. These weren't just lessons. They were lived values modeled by both my parents. We are 5 daughters and 2 sons. My father, the first gazetted officer from his family, had a dream to educate all his children. He made sure each of us completed our master's degrees. No small feat. Most of my siblings are in government jobs or teaching roles. And me, I was the first engineer in both my parents' family. I was also the first to go to abroad and work there. But if you ask me how I got here, I won't say it's just because of my skills. I truly believe it's my parents' blessings that brought me this far. I feel blessed and I carry the gratitude with me every single day. But my journey wasn't without challenges. I studied in a Tamil medium school, and to this day, speaking in English scares me. I tend to translate in my head before I speak, and that makes me nervous. I used to ask my father, "Why did you put me in a Tamil medium?" He would smile and say, "Language is just a tool for communication. As long as you understand your subject, that's what matters." That line stayed with me. But still, when people spoke in fluent English or used fancy vocabulary, I would think that's just show off. Maybe deep down, I was insecure. Maybe part of me still is. Even today, when I speak in front of a group, small or big, I feel the fear creeping in. I'm a software engineer now, and I know that communication is just as important as technical skills. But learning a new language or improving one isn't just about vocabulary or grammar. For me, the barriers are shyness, the fear of being judged, not knowing how to be true to self when I speak, and constantly thinking of the next sentence instead of just being present. That's why I joined Toastmasters. I want to improve, I want to be confident and not perfect, just authentic and clear. And I believe this journey will help me to become exactly that. Thank you for listening to my story. I'm excited to learn, grow, and speak with all of you. Thank you.
Atiti Deva Bhava, a value which is embedded in all our Indians. Huge round of applause with a standing ovation. Let's Let's applaud the icebreaker speech of Toastmaster Malathi. With this, we take a 3-minute break. It is 5 minutes? Okay. It's 5 minutes to 11. Let's meet at sharp 11 a.m.
We have to be like.
Yeah, good.
One minute.
Happy belated Mahashivratri to everyone. This one's for Shiva. शिव कैलाशों के बसी धौलीदारों के राजा शंकर संकट हरणा शिव कैलाशों के बसी धौलीदारों के राजा शंकर संकट हरणा तेरे कैलाशों का अंत न पाया तेरे कैलाशों का अंत न पाया अंत बेअंत तेरी माया ओ भोले बाबा अंत बेअंत तेरी माया
Okay, we are starting in another minute. We are waiting for our TMOD to be back. We have open mic right now. Our presiding officer is handling the open mic.
Yeah, so since our TMOD is not here, can we just quickly have you on the stage for a quick introduction? Why wait till the end? Our TMOD is back. No worries, Ritu. Just doing a quick introduction.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. My name is Ashwin. I'm an architect. I'm working in Indira Nagar. It's been a year now. So I was part of the Toastmasters like years ago when I was in school. So I thought of getting back at it. So I came in here. So I attended Gabbys like a month ago as a guest. So I'm here in a new location in a very sophisticated setup. Looks good. Glad to be part. Thanks.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Ritu, the stage is all yours now.
Reason number 4. Sometimes when sounds come out of your mouth, such as sibilance, it means sounds with hissing effect. Example, sh, s, or others which use the same part of your mouth to pronounce. The brain can get confused and make us stumble over words. Anyone from the audience, online or offline, would like to explain this point for me? Can I invite our guest today in the house? Please come. I would like you to say this 3 times at your, not at your own pace. I would like you to pace it up. Come to center, please. Selfish, shellfish. Selfish, shellfish.
Selfish, shellfish. Selfish, shellfish. Selfish, shellfish. Selfish, shellfish. Selfish, shellfish. Oh, there you are.
Very good. Thank you for attempting. It is a tongue twister indeed. It's a selfish shellfish which has put our tongues in a knot. Let's move to the third segment, the awaited, much awaited table topic segment. Ladies and gentlemen, put on your thinking caps for this segment. Impromptu speeches. The table topic master for today, Toastmaster Sree Lakshmi. She carries over 14 years of professional experience in finance and tech consulting and has built her career as a project management professional. Apart from work, she enjoys solo traveling and discovering new places. Table topic master Sree Lakshmi, the stage is yours. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Ritu. I guess after all the prepared speeches, we all want to relax, right? And what better than the theme today, which is tongue twisters. I hope most of you will actually come forward to attempt the topic and enjoy the session today. So table topics enables a member to develop the skills of impromptu speaking. Table topics help train members to quickly analyze and organize their thoughts impromptu. You can think of table topics as a mini speech, which has got an opening, a body, and a proper conclusion. So during the session, I will be inviting both guests and members to attempt the table topics and would give out the topic when confirmed. So each member will be attempting for 1 to 2 minutes of time, and there will be a grace time of 30 seconds to wrap up your speech by 2 minutes, 30 seconds. So the timer will actually help me out with the cue cards, where the green card will be reflected at 1 minute. At 1 minute, 30 seconds, the yellow card, and at 2 minutes, it'll be the red card. So any volunteers to attempt the first topic? And I would also encourage all of you to use the word of the day, which is congenial. Would you like to attempt the first topic? Okay. Okay. Yes, Toastmaster Prasang. For you, the topic is which tongue twister best describes your personality and why? Which tongue twister best describes your personality and why?
Tongue twister. I mean, to answer this question, right, I have to first know the tongue twisters, right? I think I used to do. I used to practice a lot the communication skills to improve my pronunciation, right? I used to practice tongue twister a lot, but they are so difficult, right? Uh, that it's very difficult for you to remember them. And so which tongue twister would describe my personality? The tongue twister, which is easy to pronounce, I would go with that because I'm very easy to understand. I try to help people, not like egoistic way. So I would say any things which is simple to pronounce, any tongue twister, I that would describe my personality. And I think it's very difficult to answer this question because I'm not aware about a lot of tongue twisters. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Prasang, for attempting this topic. You could have just gone with lead lorry, whatever I was saying. Yeah, but thank you so much. So now could we have a guest? Would you like to take the next topic? Yeah. So for you, the topic is twisters or riddles, what's harder? Twisters or riddles, what's harder?
Red bulb, blue bulb, red bulb, blue bulb. You can say that and it's done. Riddle is not like that. So hello everyone. So I myself feel that riddles are something which is more tricky because it varies from person to person. The one who have written it would have meant something else. The one who interprets it would mean something else. And the one person who listens it would have no clue what it is. So I feel my life also could be like a riddle. Sometimes you don't know what it awaits for you and how it's gonna be in the life ahead. But in case with tongue twisters, it's like things which happen in an instance. Like you said it and done. It's like an event function. You go to a marriage, have a food, you're happy, it's done. It's simple as that. While riddles are something which could be more deeper. So I for a person is something I believe that riddles are something which could be more trickier and most of the cases like I've seen this table topic sessions also. So most of the time, all topics feel like riddles even because at that point of time, when you come and stand over here, the person who have written it would have thought like the speaker would be speaking something else. And I started speaking red bulb, blue bulb, which you would have never imagined. So that's what I believe, like riddles could be something which can turn out something else. It could be beautiful. It could sometimes be wrong because sometimes we could interpret it very wrongly and it would turn out as something else. So that's all I have to say about riddles or tongue twisters because I believe life is like a riddle and let's amuse it like how it is and just take tongue twisters as it happens and move forward like these meetings. So thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much for attempting this topic. I guess accordingly for me, I guess twisters I feel is more harder than riddles and cracking a riddle. But thank you so much for that interesting take. Any other member from the room? Online. Anyone online? Anyone online would like to attempt the next topic? Could I see the raise of hands? Mike. So Toastmaster Michael, for you, the next topic is a twisted tongue is better than a frozen one. A twisted tongue is better than a frozen one. Over to you.
A twisted tongue is better than the frozen tongue. Yes. Uh, I always think that rather than not speaking in front of anything else, at least we can twist something wrong as well. I am getting some echo when I speak. Okay. So what happened when I went for some, 4 to 5 years back when go for a gym? I saw that gym master has a birthday, and he has very good at speaking. And but when it comes for the public speaking, when everyone asks them to speak in front of others, he didn't have any words to speak. He's a very gigantic body and everything, but when it comes for something to speak in front of everyone in that gym, there are known people. He don't have any words to speak. So I thought that okay, so rather than having no words to speak, at least we can have some words like wrong words. We can split it out. Okay. Yeah. So as per myself, like rather than the frozen tongue, the tongue is better. Thank you and word to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Michael, for attending this topic. Anyone else online would like to take the next topic? I to see a raise of hand. Toastmaster Sunil Gupta. So for you, the next topic is life is the ultimate tongue twister. Life is the ultimate tongue twister. Over to you.
Yes, I agree with the statement that life is ultimately a tongue twister. I remember when I was in class 8, I used to stutter a lot. I used to speak ka, ta, kabutar, tamatar. Yes. So one day my science teacher asked me to read the chapter for all the students. And I was reading the chapter with pronouncing the letter ka, ta. And the entire class was laughing. And I was very ashamed of myself. And after that, I used to try to speak the letter K correctly. And I didn't know when I achieved the target and started pronouncing the word K. So in this way, my life changed in terms of speaking. It took time, but fortunately, I was able to speak the K correctly. That's why I am here and speaking on this topic that life is a tongue twister. It has a lot of twists in your life. And you have to mold yourself according to the path or the twist comes in your life. So be ready for tongue twisters in your life and achieve your targets. Over to you, Tabletop Master.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sunil Gupta, and for your interesting take on the topic. Hope it was not a difficult topic. So I guess the next topic will be attempted by Toastmaster Jay Parekh. For you, the topic is, do tongue twisters belong in classroom or boardroom? Do tongue twisters belong in classroom or boardrooms?
Okay, the question. I didn't really understand the question, but as you said,
Do tongue twisters belong in classroom or boardroom?
nowhere. No, it's try.
What word always trips you? So it's another topic. What word always trips you? What word always trips you?
All right. My English speaking is not that good. So there are many words that I know I'm not able to speak very fluently. For example, I mess up in today and tomorrow very much because in Hindi they are both same kal. So sometimes I speak like tomorrow wala kal and I just tell yesterday. So I mess that up a lot. Then some words that kind of have a tongue twister in them, somewhere they're like that. That I mess up like not. Yeah. Yeah, the word of the day, convenient. Okay, that's wrong. I can't speak it. Yeah. I don't remember on the top. Try a different word, which try to explain it in a different way when I get confused with it. Yeah. They'll probably laugh for a bit, but it's okay. Yeah. Yeah, so they probably laugh on it. Some of them might be a lifetime joke. I don't know, but yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jay, for adapting the topic and providing your views. Okay. I guess Rahul. Okay. So the topic for Toastmaster Rahul: deliver news only with twisters. Deliver news only with twisters.
I think the topic itself is a twister for me. Okay, let's see. Let's build a story. Okay, let's see. Okay, fine. Twister. What's the news that has a twist in it? We can all tell about our lives, right? It has twists and turns everywhere. For example, I did not think that today's day or the topic would be a twist for me, for example. That itself is a news for me. How am I supposed to deliver? I feel like I'm gonna rap right now. So I'm getting back the time which I couldn't do as a joke master. I'm doing it in my table topics. There was this news that like I was traveling. As usual, when I was traveling, there is this turns that we usually say it as twisties. It usually means like it goes in S shapes and all that. Usually when you go that, I get very excited. Like so you get to experience the actual the fun of the bike. It was all fun and games till I realized that it was. I think this topic is a twisty for me. I'll stop it here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rahul. Let's see anyone else online.
We have Jaya, Rajprashni, and that's all.
Okay. Correct. So next topic for Toastmaster Jaya. Would you like to come on video? Can you hear me, Toastmaster Jaya?
Yeah.
Okay. Correct. The topic for you would be a twist today, clarity tomorrow. A twist today, clarity tomorrow. Over to you.
Can you repeat once more?
A twist today, clarity tomorrow.
A twist today, clarity tomorrow.
The topic is there in the chat window for your reference.
Okay.
Okay.
So a twist today and clarity tomorrow. Yeah. We are all learners. Every day we learn new things, right from childhood to the time of our last breath. We come across a lot of twisters in life. That is in languages, in our life, in struggles and hardship. For example, in language, there are various language like English, French, Italian, our own Indian language. When we try to learn and speak, there are a lot of tongue twisters. For example, in English, fatigue. Fatigue can be misspelled, and the actual pronunciation is fatigue. And same way with French. There's a lot of, that apostrophe on a hat or down, and the pronunciation, one can get really confused. In life, the hardship, the struggles, which are twists and turns, we get confused. Where to go, which path to go, how to achieve, how to overcome. Is as good as tongue twisters, right? And we keep trying our best to learn and improvise in speaking as well as in life to overcome all these barriers. And once we know how, when, what, all the questions, then we find our clarity. And when the clarity comes, everything disappears and helps us to go ahead. So these are the twisters. These are the examples that help us with the clarity. If these twisters were not there in our life, we would not know the clarity, we would not be able to overcome and be our best. So over to you.
Thank you so much, Jaya, for attempting this topic. I know it was a bit difficult, but then you actually provided a lot of clarity for what comes tomorrow.
Thank you.
Rajeshri. So next topic for Toastmaster Rajeshri, would you like to come on video? And the topic for you would be, which is tougher, words or emotions? Which is tougher, words or emotions?
I think the moment you can convey your emotions through words, it no longer remains tough. But when the emotions remain in your heart and you're unable to convey them, that becomes way more tough. And I can cite a very personal experience here. It's been 5 years that I've lost my father. And the feelings that I have right from the time I lost my childhood superhero up until this day, and perhaps forever, is something words fail to express. It is the emotions that is deep buried in my heart. And such emotions, when cannot be emoted through words, makes it all the more tough, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? You might want to burst open, you might want to tell somebody what you are feeling, what you are going through. It is not easy to lose a parent. I'm sure many of you sitting in this room would have lost a parent, or maybe both. And when you go through such experiences of life, it makes you wonder sometimes that are words really tough, or are our emotions really tough? And this is a question which I would like to leave with all of you. Sometimes when we are at workplace, or we are probably people who are still studying, you get to hear some harsh words from your bosses, from your teachers, and you think, oh, that person's been so rude to me, so bad with me. But those words will fade away after a point in time. But will the emotions do? It is a question that we all need to ask. And that's where you will find the answer. Are words really that tough? Or are the emotions which cannot be emoted? What do you think, Madam Table Topic Master?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rajeshri, for attempting this topic and also providing a personal touch to this particular topic. So, the last topic? Okay. Okay, so Toastmaster Ritu will be attempting the next topic. So the topic for you would be, I guess we'll just go ahead with the same topic which wasn't attempted. Do tongue twisters belong more in classrooms or boardrooms? Do tongue twisters belong more in classroom or boardrooms?
Thank you for the topic. Although I don't belong to classrooms or boardrooms at this point, but I feel like I'm an authority to speak of it. And I will. Tongue twisters, I feel, should be started definitely at an inception stage, which is classrooms. Catch them young and watch them grow. Teach them the power of their vocal variety. Teach them how to make an impact, because when they enter the boardroom, they should not be sitting in one corner, tongue-tied. So I would recommend start there. However, boardroom, it's never too late to learn a new skill, a new ability. You must apply yourself any stage of life. At any stage you feel you need to, it is your prerogative. Although on a flip side, boardroom has a different kind of tongue twisters going on, isn't it? So we don't know what those mean, but if we teach our youth, our youngsters at an early stage, which I did attempt a while back, about 2 weeks ago, I had a training session with young budding hoteliers, wherein I did teach them the importance of tongue twisters and how they can enable them to become more, they can evolve and become more efficient with their public speaking, as well as their conversational and impromptu speaking, which is what we are all practicing as well. Thank you so much. That was my take on it.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ritu, for bringing in the energy and for the wonderful take on the topic. So the last topic for today's session, it's going to be to Toastmaster Sourav. Dutta.
That was.
So the topic for Toastmaster, distinguished Toastmaster Sourav, is motivate us with twisted words. Motivate us with twisted words.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
It is very difficult for me to motivate anyone because I am not successful. Whatever I have started doing in my life, whether it's at school, at college, right from my birth, everything was supposed to be destined to be a failure. So I always thought that I can never motivate people. Because what do I motivate you? I came to Toastmaster, I tried to contest. The first year I contested in 5 contests, each of the contests I came last or second last. How can that be a story of motivation? I got fired in not 1 job, but at least in 2 jobs. The third one is still a guess whether I was fired or whether I resigned. I'm still trying to figure that out. So what do I motivate you? I started my struggle where I could not speak properly even one line in English. I couldn't take the stage. I used to shiver like anything. What do I motivate you? And then suddenly I realized this is what I can motivate you. Because stories of success does not motivate people anymore. We are tired of toxic positivity. We are tired of seeing people who come and flex their muscles, flex their brains, flex their looks, flex everything that they have or they don't have or they fake to have, with that hope that someone will buy their lives. So when it's between twisted facts and twisted words, I chose twisted words. Because twisted words may be harsh, may be sharp, may bleed you, may slash you, may wound you. But the impact is real and it's done with a lot of sincerity. So it's like a silhouette of a perfume. Even if when I'm gone, the scent still lingers. The presence of the speech, the presence of the motivation, the presence of the words are felt much beyond the words itself. Back to you, tabletop master.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster, for that wonderful attempt on the topic and how you motivated us with your twisted words. So I guess that's all a wrap for the table topic master. And thank you all for coming forward, whoever came forward and attempted the topics. I hope the topics were not that difficult and challenging, but yeah, thank you all for your attempt. Yeah, thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster.
Let's have a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Sree Lakshmi. A very entertaining, stimulating, and congenial round of table topics. With this, I will quickly share the fifth point for tongue twisters. Tongue twisters are great to lighten up the mood, lighten up a room, have a laugh, and even good for icebreakers. Without diving more into tongue twisters, let me invite our general evaluator for the day for the final segment, the feedback segment. Feedback is subjective but still valuable, as it lets you know the other's point of view. So general evaluator Sravan, please steer this segment with your team.
Toastmaster. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Ritu. Welcome back to general evaluation section of this meeting, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. Let me first invite the table topics evaluator, because when we hit it hard, it will be more effective, isn't it? Today we have a table topics evaluator who is
Shravan, I am Ashwini here. Shravan, I need 2 minutes. Just now the table topics has got over, so I'm just making my notes.
All
So
right,
we
all
can
right.
have the first two evaluators and then I'll go.
All right, sure. Thank you. Okay, let us start with the speech evaluations first. The first speech evaluator for today is Toastmaster Sreehari, who is an engineer by profession and fitness enthusiast and a reader by passion. So I request Toastmaster Sreehari to confirm his presence.
I'm here.
Yeah. Toastmaster Sreehari is going to evaluate the first speaker for today is Toastmaster Micheal. So I request Toastmaster Sreehari to lead the stage to evaluate the Toastmaster Micheal.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shravan. Good morning, everyone, and good morning to my target speaker, Micheal Joshua. Congratulations and thank you, Mike, for sharing your personal story. I have loved how you have begun your speech by with the rhetorical questions, like how many of you wanted to be the superhero? Like if we take any of the superheroes like Spider-Man or Superman or Batman, they all follow the same template as yours. Either they've had a very tough life or a childhood trauma or something similar, and that compelled them to be a superhero. And yours had the same template, and hence it was very inspiring and motivating. And you have begun by saying that you have had 2 years, you have spent 2 years extra in your engineering life to finish it. That is 6 years in total. I could totally correlate with that. I myself have taken one extra year, and I know for a fact the kind of trials, tribulations, and the trouble one has to go through to get into the job outside. And it was really inspiring and motivating, the entire speech. And another thing that I have noticed is how easy you are with your body language. That's something which comes very naturally to you. Um, uh, in your next speech, you will learn more about the another aspect of body language, that is the vocal variety. If I had to give any recommendations, Mike, I felt the speech was the mic was feeble at some time. We could hear at some point, and there were pauses for brief seconds. That was only in the beginning. In the beginning, 1 to 2 minutes, and I presume that the pauses was because you were trying to clear up some of the technical glitches from your earphones. So that could perhaps be solved in the beginning of the before the meeting has begun, if everything's been working out. Another thing, if I were in your place, I could have added some key takeaway for the audience as well. Like in the end, perhaps you could have added something like you don't have to be the victim of your life. Just like me, you too, and everyone can be the real life superheroes. And throw in quote or two to end with that. All in all, it was very inspiring and very motivational speech. And Mike, I look so forward to hear about you, your entrepreneurial journey in your all in your subsequent speeches. Thank you, and over to the General Evaluator, Toastmaster Sravan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sreehari. Given a big round of applause. Next, let us go to the second speaker's evaluation. Toastmaster Akshay is going to evaluate the second speaker, Toastmaster Malathi. Toastmaster Akshay is, distinguished Toastmaster Akshay is a techie by profession. He works for IDFC First Bank, a seasoned speaker, a passionate Toastmaster, and he achieved the distinguished position in the Toastmaster fraternity. I request Toastmaster Akshay to confirm his presence in the meeting.
Am I audible? Happy morning to all.
Yeah, I can see you and I can hear you, Toastmaster Akshay. Toastmaster Akshay is going to evaluate Toastmaster Malathi's speech for today. I request Toastmaster Akshay to lead the stage by evaluating her.
A happy morning to each and every one of you. Today, our speaker, Malathi. First of all, congratulations, Malathi, for delivering your first speech in Toastmasters and beginning your journey. Icebreaker speech. You began your journey with a congenial presence onto the virtual spotlight, which connected with me to your speech because the title itself, A Journey Rooted in Values, was quite interesting. The way you spoke about your roots, family values, hospitality reflected that warmth and sincerity. And your stories helped me get a glimpse as to who you are and from where you have come. Thank you. Well done. Let me highlight the three areas which I really felt you have done well. The very first part, your speech had a clear beginning when you described your home atmosphere, open doors, warm hearts, shaped who you are, as well as chatter of relatives, friends, neighbors. That brought a vivid picture in my mind, and I could imagine myself being there within you in that atmosphere. So well done. Second, you had triads sprinkled throughout your speech. I love those triads, those vocabulary which you sprinkled. One of them I have already shared. The another one was honest man, sharpened mind, and soft heart when you described your dad. So that vivid picture helped me understand about your dad's personality, as well as also gave a rhythm to your speech. The third aspect, You were vulnerable towards the end. You shared your Tamil background as to from where you came, what kind of schooling you went through, and your dialogue with your dad, and has how he mentioned that communication or the language is just a tool to communicate. That highlighted a key aspect about you. It helped me also understand your reason for joining Toastmasters and why you wish to learn, grow, and speak with us. So well done, Malathi. Overall, you have summed up your journey in a very fantastic manner. Now let's look at the areas which I felt you could have added more. For example, you did mention about your dad. You did mention about your twin children. At the very start, it was highlighted. But I would want to know more about what are those values which you have infused in your children's journey? Because you came from a background filled with values and lessons. So, what are those lessons which you have taught your children? What are those values which you have passed on to them? That would have added some much more clarity to your journey. The second aspect, hobbies. What are your hobbies? I have heard that you are a software engineer, you are interested to work on your communication skills. But what are your other hobbies? What do you spend time investing learning? Overall, Toastmaster Malathi, well done. You had a very congenial delivery with your stories. You had transitions with your vocabulary of triads. You shared a vivid picture with your triads. Apart from that, incorporating the recommendations as to much more clarity on the values passed on to your children and what are your personal hobbies would add another depth to your icebreaker. Overall, well done. Wish you best. Looking forward to hear you more often on the Toastmasters stage. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Akshay, for a fabulous evaluation. Next, let us go to the next speaker for today, who is Toastmaster Sreehari himself is doing an evaluation project. So his project will be evaluated by Toastmaster Sunil. Toastmaster Sunil is a cricket enthusiast and a jovial person who brings smile to the meeting and who loves social relationships. Toastmaster Sunil, stage is yours to evaluate Toastmaster Sreehari's evaluation.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Sreehari, an evaluation is expected to hook the audience, to attract the audience as well as the speaker. By not being a funny or congenial, but relatable, meaningful, and valuable. And I must say that you did it to a great extent. What I loved about your evaluation speech, one is that in your recommendation part, you connected the speaker's speech with your life. He took 4 to 6 years in completing his degree. And you said that likewise, I also spent 1 year more in my completing the degree. So that is an important thing, that how you relate the speaker's speech with your life. Number two is when you recommended that he took long pauses, you mentioned that how can he sort out this problem? He should have connected earlier in the meeting and get it connected and get it checked, his voice and mic. So a recommendation is applicable or useful when you give suggestion how he can sort it out. Now, to make your evaluation better, I would suggest to you that first, don't waste your time on good morning, good evening, thank you, congratulations. that doesn't require. Number two, when you recommended poses, you have to you have to tell him that when he took a long pose, where, like in the introduction part, he took a long pose. It seemed that he was stuck. And third recommendation is that please try to minimize or reduce, or I would say nullify your ahas and unintentional words. Like you use like words 5 times and aha so many times. So please work on these recommendations. Overall, it was really a meaningful and valuable evaluation speech for the speaker. If you apply recommendations as I suggested, that you have to point out the instance where he took the long pose, and you should work out on your speech in terms of ahs and unintentional words. Your speech could have been more attractive. So I always look forward to your next evaluation speech. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sunil, for a wonderful evaluation. Now let us go to the table topics evaluation. Toastmaster Ashwini, are you ready?
Yeah, I am.
Wonderful. Toastmaster Ashwini is a manager by profession at Guru, and she is a passionate chess player, and she loves listening to podcasts. So I request Toastmaster Ashwini to evaluate the table topics for today. Toastmaster Ashwini, stage is yours.
Great. Thank you, Master Saravan. Great. Just a second. My laptop. Is my voice audible? Can someone please?
Yes, very clear.
Yes, great.
Very clear.
Great. We had a power pack table topics with 10 speakers attempting on a very challenging topics given by our table topic masters. To start off with a evaluation from our first speaker, we had Toastmaster Prasang talking on the topic, which tongue twister describes your personality better? Toastmaster Prasang, you started off your speech with a humorous opening, which is a great way to start to keep the audience hooked throughout. And you introduced your personality, in the speech, which is a very good way of presenting a speech to know your personality for audience. One recommendation, if I could give you, you actually had good content. You were in a flow. You spoke about, I am a simple person. I like simple riddles, which was a great opening, and you could have spoken a little longer on that. So one recommendation is just organize your thoughts so that you'll get more content, and you can speak for more longer, and you'll have a great conclusion. So with that, moving on with the second speaker, Toastmaster Ashwin, on the topic twisters or riddles. Which one is harder? Toastmaster Ashwin, in your introduction, you mentioned that you have got introduced to Toastmasters from your childhood, which was very evidently visible when you were speaking. You had great confidence, and you covered all the checkbox. You had a great opening, a story, and a conclusion. So if I can challenge you for future table topics, just work on the gestures. The content part you are sorted. So moving on with third speaker, Toastmaster Micheal, on the topic, a twisted tongue is better than a frozen one. Toastmaster Micheal, as mentioned by the evaluator, you had audio issues. When you started off, there was echo. But a confident speaker is the one who handles the situation and doesn't give up. So that I could see in you, and you handled the situation really well, and you did not get carried away, which is a good way. And one recommendation, if I can give you, is the same thing as present. Just organize your thoughts. You also had good content. You brought in characters. You spoke about gym. You were trying to connect it to the topic. Just take those initial 5 seconds to either form a story or a conclusion. If you have a conclusion, you will build up the story. We all have a lot of stories. So that's a recommendation for you. We had Toastmaster Sunil taking up the fourth speaker role on the topic life is the ultimate tongue twisters. Toastmaster Sunil, you have how do I say, transformed a lot. I've seen you from this past. You have actually been working on a lot, working on yourself a lot, which is an inspiration for all of us to take from you. And you were very calm, composed, very organized in the way you were speaking. That's something that I would like to take from you as a recommendation, Sunil. Again, you had a good content, just that you were delivering it in bits and pieces. So point one was not connected to point two. So if you can stitch point one, point two, and work on that flow, you will have a great speech. So that's one recommendation for you. And moving on with the fifth speaker, we had guest Jai take up the topic, what word always trips you. First of all, Toastmaster Jai, congratulations for taking the step to come to Toastmasters and taking that first step to work on your public speaking. One good thing which I would like to highlight here is you have good humor, so just work on that and attend more Toastmasters meeting. So you will definitely be able to confidently deliver table topics in no time. With that, the sixth speaker was Toastmaster Rahul on a topic deliver news only with the twisters. As we already seen, Toastmaster Rahul as a good hack to humor. So he again used the same thing for the opening. Toastmaster Rahul, one recommendation is, see, this is a how do I say? It's a topic where we will not be able to think of the content immediately. But you started off something, right? You try to continue that. You will find the content. Sometimes you might not actually connect to the topic whatever you're speaking, but since you have got the opportunity to go on a stage and speak, you continue speaking on whatever you have started. That's completely okay. So that's one recommendation for you. Moving on with speaker 7, Toastmaster Jaya, on the topic a twist today, a clarity tomorrow. Such a strong topic. Toastmaster Jaya, you understood the topic really well. That's commendable, and you actually had a good content, but somewhere with you moving around you couldn't focus. So if you can sit or maybe just stand in one place, deliver the speech, and then maybe you can move around. So when you move around, you are multitasking, you're not able to focus on the content. So just and also just start somewhere. When you start somewhere, the content will start coming. So because the timer is ticking, right, it's a mini speech and we only have 2 minutes 30 seconds. So you start somewhere, and then you will be able to organize your thoughts and the content will flow. So that's my recommendation for you. And the eighth speaker was Toastmaster Rajarshi on the topic, which is tougher, words or emotions. Toastmaster Rajarshi, I could see you are a confident speaker and you have a great storytelling a skill. You opened the speech with a strong and alarming sentence, so which had all of us hooked to your story, and exceptional way of delivering this speech. So this coming to the recommendation part, right? I somewhere felt you're looking all around when you're delivering such a strong speech with such emotional connection, right? I think it's important for you to look into the camera because we are all looking at you. So that is one suggestion for you. So gestures, since we are in a online setup, you also can have few hand gestures, just not statically looking at the camera. And the conclusion part, so you had a great story, great opening. If you could have given us a great conclusion, you were giving us the conclusion in between, that if that conclusion could have come at the end, you would have left us with a message. So that's one suggestion for you. And the ninth speaker, we had Toastmaster Ritu on the topic, does tongue twisters belong to classrooms or boardrooms? So Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ritu, you are a confident speaker. We have been seeing that since the opening of the meeting, and you had a great usage of vocabulary, a great grip of the language. Recommendation part, Toastmaster Ritu, I felt this structure was little abrupt. You started off with one content and then you moved to talking about yourself. So since it's a mini speech, you may have to stick to one thing. If you started off with generic approach, just go with the same thing. Or if you want to bring in your you want to talk about how you are doing tongue twisters, like you have been teaching people, so you just talk about that. If you bring both of that, it just becomes a little confusing for the audience. So just that one recommendation. And our 10th speaker, Toastmaster Sourav, on the topic motivate us with twisted words. I was so curious to know how Toastmaster Sourav is going to take up this. I'm not sure if you actually use twisted words as twisted sentences or twisted story, but it was a great story. And we were all shocked. Okay, is it actually Toastmaster Sourav who is talking about his story, or is he taking up story from someone else and delivering? So that confusion state was good, and that's what hooked us throughout the speech. Toastmaster Sourav, the recommendation part, at the end I got little confused, like what is the exact motivation that I have to take from your speech. So since you still had time, maybe the conclusion part you could have made it more clearer. So that's the only recommendation for you. With that, overall, a great speech, great table topic section, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to evaluate this. And over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashwini, for the detailed evaluation marathon you did. Thank you. Now, let us go to the first speech evaluators evaluation first. Today's first speech. All right, okay. Okay. Let me invite my TAGL team for today. First, we have a timer for today, who is Toastmaster Swati, who is going to submit her timer report.
Online.
Online, yeah. Toastmaster Swati, are you ready?
She has stepped away and she has left her timer report in the chat.
All right.
There are two disqualifications.
Any disqualifications?
There are two disqualifications. One is speaker 7. I don't know who is the speaker 7.
Speaker timer.
It's Ritu.
It's in the chat.
So there was a timing device failure. You can move on because several speaker timings were wrong.
Oh, okay.
Will separately connected. So all speakers are qualified.
Okay, fine. Let us go to the next parameter is the language evaluation. I request Toastmaster Deepa to present her report for today.
Thank you.
Toastmaster Deepa, are you ready?
Sure. Yes. Thank you, General Evaluator. In the interest of time, I just I must say that definitely this meeting has been way too congenial. As a grammarian, I have had a lot of takeaway, and I can clearly see the difference from being a grammarian versus any other listener, where I've been able to make notes, which has led me to learn a lot about the evaluation today. So to begin with, TM Sourav had a really good usage of the language. He used a rhetorical device, parallelism, where he said new stuff, new gadgets. He also had a rhetorical question on using the device, where he asked a question and answered himself. He had a couple of good usages like fall behind, doors open for everyone, meaningful and purposeful. Dementia lightens up the room, pumping on energy. Stories of success doesn't motivate others. Flex, buy someone's life, bleed/wound. Our joke master said, chill, relax. He also used few of the characters from movie to describe himself, like Jack Sparrow from the movie Pirates of the Caribbean. He also had a rhetorical question when apparently he was asked, when are you getting married? Typical dads. He had one more usage of a rhetorical device called light tease, which had a relevance of him using our bikes can perform like aircraft. Our TMOD had a lot of good usages. Herself seems like she's an English teacher. Tongue twisters. She also used alliterations not just by herself, but she also engaged the audience for using these alliterations. Couple of them were Peter Piper's tongue twister, red lorry, yellow lorry, and few more. She also had a few good usage of the language where she said articulation exercise, concise and precise manner. She also used a personification device where she used sound, saying hissing sound. She used a few more words like tongues in a knot, tongue tied. Our general evaluator used parameter. Toastmaster Micheal used hyperphora where he asked a question, who likes superheroes? A couple of good usage saying extended warranty, metonymy, you are the hero of your life, gigantic. Toastmaster Malathi used house was never quite, chatter, hospitality, tradition, way of life, and more. Table topic master evaluator used abrupt. Our DTM Akshay used vivid picture, vulnerable, infused. Coming to the R counter report, word of the day were used by 4 of our speakers. General evaluator one time, Toastmaster Ritu one time, Sunil Gupta used it one time, and our DTM Akshay used it twice. A few incorrect usage of the language in the meeting was one of the speakers said in today meeting. It's actually in today's meeting. Listen to speaker, but we have a lot of speakers, so it should be listen to speakers. Someone had an incorrect pronunciation where one of the speakers said insecure. It's actually insecure. Someone said birthday. It's actually birthday. Coming to the R counter report, I know that the impromptu session had a lot of fillers, repetitive sounds, and long pauses. So I'm not going to touch base on that. Rather, I'll say the speakers who did not have any of these filler sounds or repetitive words were DTM Rajashri, Toastmaster Ritu, and DTM Sourav Dutta. So kudos to you for not using these filler sounds. And coming to the speakers who used a lot of long pauses and the filler sounds, repetitive words, the only advice I would like to give is we all come from a place where we make a lot of errors, but the only thing that we can get better every time is through practice and participation. So I request everyone to kindly keep taking part and practice so you can get better in the course of Toastmasters journey. Thank you, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepa, for such a detailed report. Next, we have a language evaluator who is going to assess our listening capacity. Toastmaster Prasang to assess the language evaluation.
Okay, I think we are short of time, so I will be asking just 3 questions. The first one is what was the title of his speaker, Micheal Joshua? Yeah, correct. The second one is what is the correct pronunciation of fat Q? Yeah, fatigue. And the last one, can you name the Toastmaster who was sleeping in the meeting? This is for the offline audience. Meeting, yeah.
Rajashri.
Yes. No, this is for offline.
Oh, sorry.
I think it is Toastmaster of the day. Okay. Okay. That's all from my side.
All right. Thank you. So thank you for checking our attentiveness also, Toastmaster Prasang. Okay. Let me evaluate the speech evaluators for today. Today, first speaker, Toastmaster Micheal, Joshua's evaluator, Toastmaster Sreehari. Toastmaster Sreehari, you are very confident today, and you started with you explained with the personal experience. That was really good part, and it was really encouraging. You have followed the CRC approach, which is comment, recommend, and comment. So this is a good part of your evaluation, and I would like to there is an improvement area where you can focus on not more of feeling is more important when you are evaluating. How you did felt it needs to be reflected. That is the main thing. And coming to the Toastmaster Akshay, who evaluated the second speaker, Toastmaster Malathi's icebreaker speech. Toastmaster Akshay, your tone was encouraging. It was really feeling, the speaker must be feeling so energetic, and it was really encouraging. And you're really listening to the speaker's heart. That's the best part of your evaluation. And also you followed the CRC approach. Maybe you can add one more evaluation of the speaker to focus on vocal variety and encourage her for her next speech. Maybe adding one or two tips to improve her speech could add more value to your evaluation. Next, we have a third evaluator for today is the Toastmaster Sunil. Toastmaster Sunil evaluated the Toastmaster Sreehari's evaluation. Toastmaster Sreehari, Toastmaster Sunil, your evaluation has a lot of feeling. Whenever you are speaking, you feel and then you deliver that speech. That is the best part of you. And congratulations also is required. Maybe that is the only recommendation I would like to say. Always congratulate the speaker and start it. Overall, all the evaluators, I request you to go to evaluation form. The evaluation form has 8 parameters. Try to focus on those 8 parameters and give your evaluations, and also change your CRC as a commend, recommend, and challenge for the next speech, so that your evaluations will definitely add more value. That's the common evaluation, common recommendation for all the evaluators. Let me go to the table topics evaluator, Toastmaster Ashwini. Toastmaster Ashwini, your evaluation was very fast, and also I can understand there is a time constraint in this meeting. I will also give what is the reason for time constraints also. I request always go with the agenda. In agenda, the time limit given for table topics is 25 minutes. 25 minutes for 3 minutes means hardly 8 table topics. If we remove the table topics master's time, it comes to 6 or 7. You can limit our speeches to 6 or 7. Don't go beyond 8. Today we have almost 10 speakers. 10. We have 10 speakers today. So because of that, the time was overrun. Maybe you would have focused on that and give that recommendation in the starting itself. Otherwise, your recommendations were very encouraging. And one more thing is, it required a mindful, and then connecting the dots is very, very important. That's my recommendation for the table topics evaluator. Coming to the overall meeting parameters, the sergeant at arms, I'll start with. You are confident and you're improving meeting by meeting Toastmaster Prasang. That is what I have observed. Your voice was clear. The recommendation I would like to tell is do the AV check before the meeting with all the speakers and the role players once you enter into the room, because it is a virtual room, virtual meeting mostly. So ensure AV check is in place. That is the only recommendation. Coming to the Toastmaster Sourav, he was a presiding officer for today. His greeting was really good, and he was confident and emotional. He was a bit emotional today. I saw that, and trying to motivate the people to follow some Toastmaster guidelines and all. That is the best part. Coming to the improvement part, typically the presiding officer speech should involve in briefing about the club growth and achievements of the recent achievements and growth plan, how members can improve, and DCPs and announcements. But more of today's PO address was more of a keynote speaker delivering on a particular topic. So that's the improvement area. And coming to the generic observation is revisit the agenda and schedule. Your time allocation for the general evaluation is 15 minutes. So in that 15 minutes, how can we include table topics evaluator, and then 3 speech evaluations? So within 15 minutes, we could not accommodate. So I request revisit the agenda and schedule. That is the recommendation for everybody. And coming to the joke master, he was confident and he was very smiling while presenting his jokes. And Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ritu, your theme was very engaging and you have involved all the audience, and that was really a great thing. And speech intro was the only recommendation I have is a speech intro. You just hand over the speech to the speaker. Instead of that, you find out the speech objective and utter the speech objectives and call the speaker name, title, and the speaker name and title. So that way, if you would have done that, it will be more, it will be a more effective, I believe. And coming to the timer today, it's because she is first time taking the timer role. I don't want to give her any more commendations, but I request her to be prepared before the meeting for the timing cards and everything. Preparation is the key for success of playing any role. So Toastmaster Swati, please take care of this for your next meeting. Repetition is the mother of mastery. Please repeat the timer role for the next 2 meetings and then bring out some confidence. And the language evaluator, Toastmaster Deepa. Toastmaster Deepa, try to bring the structure, your report. Your report was a very lengthy report. That was the recommendation I have. Use the standard PPT which you have in the Gabbys club and try to limit your report presentation in this mentioned time, 2 minutes or 1.5 minutes. And coming to the language evaluator, Toastmaster Prasang. So the timing was the problem, but otherwise you have evaluated presence of everybody. That's a good part of this meeting, and a lot of improvement areas are there. And Toastmaster Sourav, you also took a lot of time, more than 15 minutes you took in the presiding officer address. So that's my conclusion for general evaluation report for today. With that, I would like to hand over the stage back to Toastmaster of the day or presiding officer of the day. Yeah, I request Toastmaster Sourav to take the stage back.
Am I audible? Yeah. So Nancy, you just shared that poll. Okay, so thank you so much. And we are in the fag end of the meeting. And before I conclude, we have a practice of the Gabbys to share the woes and the wows of the meeting. So I'll start with that for the entire meeting while you are polling. So what is great about the meeting is I found a lot of people who have taken the role after a very long time. So Ritu, welcome back to the stage. Swati, welcome back to the stage. Deepa, I think you are taking the language evaluator role after a very long time. Thank you for coming back to the stage. So these are definitely signs of encouragement. I think Rahul, you took the joke master role for the first time. Good job. These are definitely a new beginning, because I think we are all getting tired of seeing the same faces on the stage again and again and again. And it's very important that we have a new set of role takers coming up on stage. I think this entire AV system worked very well today. We had minimal hiccups. I don't think we had any hiccups related to the AV at all. In fact, there's something that we have now figured out in terms of the audio video mic as well. Now, what could have been better? I think as a club, we need to build a culture of supporting each other, right? And this is where I think we are failing. And when does the club fail? It fails when the leaders fail. So when you are a part of the XCOM and you see that an agenda is being shared, it should be brought up in the XCOM that please rectify the agenda. This is something that I expect all the officers to take ownership of. Today, if the meeting is getting delayed, each of us have got a shared ownership here. Similarly, respect. If someone mistakenly addresses a distinguished Toastmaster as Toastmaster once, it's ignorance. Twice, it's an oversight. Thrice, it's purposeful. 4 times, it's unacceptable. Repeatedly, if you're doing this, you're actually putting down DTMs, and DTMs have earned it. Whether you like it or not, they have earned it. So please be very, very mindful. If you take the stage, maintain Toastmasters decorum. Otherwise, get ready and then take the stage. This is particularly applicable for roles like General Evaluator and Table Topic Master and Toastmaster of the Day, because these roles take the maximum limelight. We had a timing device failure today. I was expecting all the members to support the timer. Okay, we had a problem with the timing. But the maximum time was again taken by the evaluation team. That is something that we have to work on. If we have already lost time, we will try to save time. So let's rally in together as a team rather than being critical, work on our own problems, and try to become a better version of ourselves. With this, I would want to announce the result for today's meeting. Shall I? Polling is done. Shall I close the polls? People who have not yet polled, please online, please give your vote, please cast your vote. I would be stopping the polls in the next 3 seconds, 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. So I'm announcing the results for today's meeting. The best evaluator for today, no surprises here. I don't know if he's still there in the meeting. Distinguished Toastmaster Akshay Singh, one of my most favorite evaluators. People who do not know him, Distinguished Toastmaster Akshay Singh is from Bombay. He's a wonderful evaluator. I don't know if Akshay is there and on camera. Yeah. Hi, Akshay. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for the wonderful evaluation. I absolutely loved it. Thank you. Before I announce the best auxiliary role taker, Swati is there. Okay. Deepa is there. Okay. So Deepa, congratulations on being the best auxiliary role taker. Prasang, you had a very short time. You did a good job with the 3 questions. Congratulations, Toastmaster Deepa Bhandari, for being the best auxiliary role taker.
Thank you, sir.
The best role taker for today, no surprises again, it's Toastmaster Ritu George, our Toastmaster of the day. And okay, this is again a tie. Is Rajoshi there?
Yes, I'm here.
Distinguished Roy, can you please come on camera? So the best table topic speaker for today is a tie again. It's between Distinguished Toastmaster Rajoshi Roy and yours truly. Thank you so much. Congratulations, Toastmaster DTM Rajoshi. Congratulations, all the role takers. Congratulations, all the participants. Let's come back for more meeting, more learning, more fun together. Thank you.
Thank you.